Welcome to Childhood Trash, a dumpster dive into our childhood nostalgia where we re-examine the most influential media from our youth in order to answer the question, tragic or nostalgic. I'm your host, Pila Paka, joined by my co-host,
Maggie Keating.
Hi, Maggie.
Happy, yeah.
We're so excited about this episode.
Are we?
Could you tell?
Are we?
This, I feel like, I was going to say this to you, maybe last time we recorded a podcast, and I was like, I feel like we don't need to, rate things anymore because everything we're watching is so good. And then we watched Mostly Ghostly.
I had high expectations.
My expectations were ridiculously high.
Yeah. I don't, but
what?
Okay, so I think I've learned the pattern. And if it's a movie that we've seen recently that we rewatch often, it is going to be nostalgic.
Okay.
And if it's one that we have not seen in a very long time, it's more likely that it's going to be tragic.
Can I shatter your theory
but
for a second?
Jump In was nostalgic, and we hadn't really rewatched that one. But yes,
I think, to my recollection, I have rewatched Mostly Ghostly in the last 5 years.
You have?
And I remember really liking it.
Really?
And I don't know how. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I really think I have rewatched this, in my
I remember
adolescence.
Literally one thing about this movie, and it was the scene with all the ghosts flying around at the very end.
I remember nothing of this movie except, half of the cast.
Yes, I remembered the cast, sort of.
The cast was very surprising to me.
Oh, me too. Every time a person came up on screen, I was like, oh.
I was like, that's you! That's you!
Yeah.
You did that!
The cast kind of ate in this movie, sort of.
Sort of.
Some of them.
But, yikes.
Yikes is right. Yikes is literally right. I'm glad that it's over.
No, it was the longest 90 minutes of my life.
I kept saying that. I was
Really?
watching it last night. I was like, when is this going to end? Oh my God. And then I put on Over the Garden Wall to cleanse myself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Exactly. It was amazing.
That's smart.
It was amazing.
I saw you watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess we could get into the facts. There isn't a lot about this movie except some funny things that I learned, I guess.
It's by the same guy who did Goosebumps.
Yeah. Well, this is a Goosebumps story.
Yeah.
But it's an R.L. Stine written by, but he didn't write the script. It's just an adaptation of his books.
Yes.
I'm sure the books are much better than whatever this was, because I remember, did you ever watch the Netflix Goosebumps
the one
TV
that just
show?
came out?
No, it's it was from a while ago. It was you didn't.
No.
I'm assuming then. So me and my sister, who, hey Lila, shout out girl. We used to watch these Goosebumps, every episode was a different Goosebumps story, and they were so scary when we were little kids. We would purposefully watch them together at nighttime to get scared and be like, oh my God, this is so scary, ha ha ha. And I remember there was one with Bailey Madison where she had a doll that was life-sized, and it came to life and it looked just like her, and it was a 3-part event, and it was so scary, and Lila and I used to watch that to purposefully scare ourselves.
I didn't
So I
watch
love
that.
Goosebumps.
I watched I think it was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, okay.
That was another. I think that was hosted by the actress who plays Georgina in
oh my God, in
Gossip Girl.
Queen. I love
young
her. She's in the most random places.
No, so true. She was in this this is so random, but she was in. Do you remember Awesomeness TV?
Yes.
She was. Do you remember? I don't know what the show was called, but they made a show, and she was in it. She was the guidance counselor.
Okay. I didn't watch a lot of Awesomeness TV, but I knew what it was.
They had a show called Side Effects about drug use, but it was so fun. And no, they made it really fun. And I remember watching it as a 12-year-old and being this is fun. They're breaking out into song.
This is the move. This is actually the move. So
yeah.
But yeah, so that's my childhood Goosebumps stories. And I remember really liking this one, but I think maybe I'm getting it confused with Under Wraps. Because I think I loved Under Wraps.
I don't remember Under Wraps.
It's there's the mummy in the house, and they have a mummy running around. I don't know. I remember loving that one. Maybe we'll do that next year. That's a great. If I remember correctly, that's a good one because it spurred all of the other Disney Channel Halloween movies. I think that was the first DCOM Halloween.
Okay.
So I'm not sure about that, but I think it was that, and then Halloween Town came because everybody loved it so much.
Okay.
But yeah, so some facts that I found about this. So this was directed by Rich Correll, and he has literally directed episodes of every single Disney Channel TV series ever.
Really?
Like literally Jessie, like Bunked, like Ant Farm, like all of them. Good Luck
Wow.
Charlie. He's done like everything. He's done like a lot of everything. Like he's had like seasons full of episodes of stuff that he's directed.
I mean, he clearly has experience. I think this, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with how this movie was done. Except for, like, no, let me explain. I think it is so like every other, because it's not a decom. It's not a decom.
That's true. It's not a decom.
It's not a decom.
I
Let's
keep forgetting
remember
that. I
that.
keep
Okay.
forgetting that, even though all of the Disney Channel actors are in it. and it's like Disney
Same, like,
Channel
casting
style.
director. Yeah.
It's not a decom because it's not on Disney Plus. I keep forgetting that. Yeah.
No. So, like, it did what it was doing.
And it was, what channel did it air on?
It aired on Disney.
But it's not a decom.
But it's not a decom.
Okay. Yeah. This is why it sucks. Because it's not a decom. And decoms always have the heart of
and
a
I
decom.
think decoms also, they have more, I want to say they also have more, like, hoops to jump through as well to, like, make it a Disney stamp of approval.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, like, I think that's also, like, something to consider.
And, okay, on top of that, this movie has a $3.6 million budget, which is even less than Halloween Town 1. So, and you can tell. Like, you can tell.
You can tell.
Like, oh my God, if they, like, they spent all that money.
I kind of loved it.
They spent all that money casting Bob Duncan in this movie.
Bob Duncan wasn't in this movie.
Yes, he was.
Bob Duncan?
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Yes. Wait, did we watch the same movie? I really hope so.
If we didn't watch.
Wait, Adam Hicks was in this movie
Yes.
too. Okay.
Bob Duncan was
he was
not
the dad. He was the dad.
No, he wasn't. You're mixing him up.
Yes, he did. Oh no. Oh my God, David Day-Lewis.
I was like, Bob Duncan wasn't even around at this point.
Why was I imagining that man? No, David Day-Lewis.
Oh my God.
The guy from Wizards of Waverly Place. And the mom from Zack and Cody. That's what they spent the money on in this movie.
That's what they spent the money on.
Yeah. And like literally they were in it for 5 seconds. So like
yeah.
Why? The visual effects were so bad.
They didn't bother me that much, to be honest.
Really? I literally wanted to vomit. Okay. We have to save this discussion.
I really liked like their ghostiness. Like I thought that was fun.
Oh my God. I can't talk about this yet because we have to finish the facts and then we can get into that later. So I have some other funny things. So this was written by Pat Proft and some other person who was irrelevant because they didn't have a Wikipedia page. But Okay, so Pat Proft wrote The Naked Gun. And this, I was like, where have I heard this movie before? Why do I know what this movie is? And it is because it stars not only Priscilla Presley, but O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson is in this movie, and like that is how O.J. Simpson's got his like movie career.
Really?
Yeah, because he like was a football player, but then he got even more famous because he was in The Naked Gun and The Naked Gun 2.
Oh shit!
And this guy wrote that movie with O.J. Simpson.
That's kind of crazy.
You know, mostly Ghostly and The Naked Gun with O.J. Simpson.
I think we should have done a double feature.
Yeah.
I think we should have compared and contrasted Mostly Ghostly to The Naked Gun.
Yeah, I know. And then he
That's
also
a missed
did
opportunity.
He also did Scary Movies 3 through 5.
Have you seen those?
I have not. But
I saw the first Scary Movie, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
but they're a little cringe for me.
Like, well, yeah, because this guy sucks at writing.
Well, no, but they are meant to be cringe.
I know that, but this guy sucks at writing. There's literally nothing worse than this script.
I think it's a combination of many things. I think it's the script. I think it's the director. I think it's the actors are not pulling their weight.
Especially the main kid.
Oh my God,
that guy.
he sucks. That guy is like phoning
no wonder he didn't go anywhere.
Oh my God,
he's like
reading a piece of paper. Like
I have a quote. He's like, "Am I a man or a mouse?" Well, I do like cheese.
I wrote that down.
Fuck you, kid. Fuck you.
No, wait. Am I a man or a mouse? I do like cheese.
I do like cheese. Like, fuck you.
Like, he reads like it's like a commercial or something.
I know. He's reading it like those TikToks that try and like they're like. I don't actually have TikTok, but my friends do this all the time where they're like trying to be like as cringy as possible. They're trying to do the like anime hands, you know?
No, I don't.
Well, I do like cheese.
Oh God.
Like that's how he acts. It kills me.
No, he's bad.
Really bad.
He's really bad, and he's the really face bad. Of this movie.
And he has these fuck ass braces and these like this gummy smile. I just wanted to choke him out the whole time I was watching this movie.
I don't think we've ever been this aggressive.
I don't know why this movie just got on my nerves. I was putting it off for so long.
Maybe that's why.
I was putting it off, watching it for so long. And I was like, Pia, it'll be done It'll be done by Tuesday, I swear to God.
Yeah.
It is done. It's done.
It's done.
Did it. I did it last night at 9 o'clock.
But like at what cost, you know?
An hour and a half of my life. 98 minutes of my life.
No. Oh, God.
Well, this movie also stars, it doesn't star, but she's in it. It's Kim Rhodes.
She is the star.
She is the star, who's Zach and Cody's mom in Sweet Life.
I loved
Zack
her.
And Cody. And
She
also,
was so cute.
Adam Hicks, the
older brother.
The older brother, who is so
like
funny.
the worst.
He carries this movie for me. Because everybody else is so terrible. He's just like kind of the best of them all. Because I'm just like, oh, it's Wen from Lemonade Mouth.
No, but he's like the worst guy ever.
Yeah, but everybody else is the worst actor ever. Like, and he's just like, at least he's like,
that's crazy.
He's like,
okay, we'll talk about some of the other. Two of my favorite childhood people are in this movie.
Yes, okay, let's get into the actors right now.
Luke Benward.
Oh my God.
Luke Benward is the love of my life.
He is so great.
No, I have loved him since this movie.
Me too.
I also looked it up, and this movie came out at the same year as Minutemen, because I was like, you're giving me Minutemen.
We're doing Minutemen this season, aren't we? I believe we are. I think it's in the second half, but we're doing Minutemen because I'm pretty sure we are. I'm pretty sure we are because Minutemen was like my favorite, and I'm gonna be so sad if it sucks because I
I've rewatched that
with
recently.
Minutemen. Okay,
and it was good.
Okay, but well, you thought Mostly Ghostly was good, so
literally leave me alone.
So that's all I have to say.
But this was like the same era of him, and I could tell by the haircut.
Yes.
And like,
oh my God, and he eats Minutemen up. And then Nicholas Braun is also in Minutemen. He's in Succession. I cannot wait to watch this.
True.
I cannot wait to watch.
But
Minutemen.
Madison Pettis was so good.
She's so sweet. What happened to her? What is she up to?
She's vibing. She was in. Oh, you know what she was in? She was recently in that movie with Addison Rae.
Oh, She's All That.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never saw that.
She was in that. I never saw it either.
Okay.
But
she was in so much better.
She was also in a show that I really loved called Life with Boys.
Oh, I remember hearing. I like that. That sounds familiar.
Why are we covering this movie, Maggie?
Why are we covering this movie? Because we thought it was going to be good, and it's one of the Disney Channel Halloween movies that like people don't know as often.
Well, it's not a Disney Channel Halloween movie.
Yeah, but it's like
as we're figuring
apparently it aired on Disney Channel. That I remembered it as a Disney Channel Halloween movie.
I watched the version of it that I watched actually had like Disney.
Oh, really?
Not ads in it, but like little
little logo at the corner. Yeah. Like I don't know like why I remembered loving this one so much. Because it was bizarre.
I think just the cast, maybe.
Maybe it was the cast.
Had enough like star power.
And then they made a fucking sequel. And then they made another one sequel with Bella Thorne.
Did you watch the one with Bella Thorne?
I'm sure I did. I remember when
Bella
it came out.
I love Bella Thorne so much. Oh my God.
This is the story of the time I found out
I had dyslexia. We talked about in our first episode about how I love Bella Thorne.
Yeah, Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne. I love her. But my mom, sorry, this is so random. No. But my mom was like going through, she's like packing in my house, we're moving or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. And she's like packing up shit, and so she found this like letter I wrote to Bella Thorne when I was like
We need
9.
to talk about that. 9?
And I was like, I don't know when Shake It Up came out. Shake It Up came out in like
Shake It Up
2012.
Yeah.
So I was like 9, 10.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
And I was like, I want to be just like you. Like, I don't know. It was something like that. It was really sweet.
Wait, why is that the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life?
Why is that funny?
I don't know. It's just like, oh, to be a young queer child.
No, that's literally how my mom was reading this to me. I was like, oh God.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Wait, that's hilarious.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Like I don't even like feel like talking about the plot of this movie is so redundant because like
no, but I want to know what happened.
Same. I watched it. Don't know.
I watched it and I don't know. I finished the movie going, I can't pick out a single plot point in this movie.
They spent so long getting him to go down into the basement in the beginning of this movie.
Yes.
He was like, I guess I have to do my laundry. And he went down there. And then he was like looking around, moving the clothes. And then he was like, Adam Hicks, don't bother me. Like, I don't even know. It was so dumb.
I think we should go to the plot.
I think it's time.
I think it's time.
So I want to just talk.
Enough.
We keep fucking around. So I just want to talk about the very opening scene to this movie.
Ooh, what is it?
And it is a crow sitting on a mailbox, and then the crow literally splits in half.
Oh, so I wrote this down.
Like that.
Crow count for the pod?
2. Oh my god! Crow count for the pod is 2. That's so true. Corbière wins, though. Corbière wins over all the other crows.
I felt like...
He's a raven, though, but it's okay. It's fine. Doesn't matter. It counts. It's okay.
Blackbirds.
Beware the blackbird!
Anyway.
So this bird literally splits in half, and then, like, a beam of light shoots out, and then this terribly edited... like, mini guy grows and grows and grows and grows, and he looks like Nosferatu. You know what Nosferatu is?
No.
Oh my god, I'm going to show you a picture.
I thought the villain looked a lot like Calabar, but, like, on a lower budget.
Yes, I was going to say that, too. He was Calabar on a lower budget as well. But Calabar is also totally just, like, kind of a rip-off of Nosferatu.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like the first scary movie guy. He's like a
what
vampire.
What is he in?
He's in the movie Nosferatu.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And he literally is just, like, the goofiest looking villain I've ever seen in my life.
And he's a goofy villain. They cast a comedic actor in this role, and it's like, it makes no sense, because they got the guy who's also in Sweet Life. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But I was like, why? This is the weirdest casting choice for the villain, because he's not supposed to be a goofy villain. I know. This movie's so goofy. It is so goofy. Oh my god.
This is the goofiest goof movie of my, like.
This is like the Goofy movie, like. It's goofier than the Goofy movie.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
So, like, okay. Let's start with this.
Let's meet Max.
Max Doyle, played by Sterling Bowman, is 11 years old, and he has a love of performing magic.
And it disappoints his father,
David DeLuise, and he gets ridiculed by him and his brother Colin, played by Adam Hicks. And, like, also in the beginning scene, he's, like, in the room doing magic tricks while this ghost guy is just, like, and he keeps like saying this like magic spell, and the ghost is like, how dare you say that? And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know. I really
didn't understand first thing I didn't understand about this movie. There are many, but I didn't understand the magic. Like, I didn't understand if he was trying to do magic spells, or if he was trying to be a magician, like doing like pull a rabbit out of a hat. It seemed like he wanted it both ways.
Yes, agreed.
And I was like, you gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one way. You got like it's really very
like,
very,
are
very,
you a Wiccan or are you a magician? Like, which one are you?
It's very hard. It's very confusing. But anyway, so he's like, then he like, and then we get to the like entire scene where he is like trying to do laundry, and his mom's like, you have to do your laundry, and he's like, oh, but I don't want to go downstairs. And then there's like no background music in this section, so it's literally just him like.
The background music went crazy in this movie.
It was so ridiculous.
It was so nuts.
Like, and it was like there at the weirdest times and not there.
It was so goofy. Oh my god.
I know.
I couldn't.
And so like then he goes into the basement and he's doing laundry, and then this like ghost guy sticks his hand through the wall.
Yeah.
And then he literally just pretends that, like, he's like, oh my god, this is what's crazy to me. It's like, if somebody stuck their hand through that wall right now, like, and nothing, like, obviously, like, the wall didn't, like, break or something. Yeah. Like, it was just, like, a ghost hand through the wall. I wouldn't be like, Adam Hicks, my brother, why are you messing with me? I'd be like, what? Because he thought it was his brother.
I don't know, man.
I was so confused. I was like, are you stupid? And then we, like, get a flashback to or not a flashback, like, we see what's behind the wall.
Yeah.
And this is just weird. This is giving, like, the House of Anubis, like, first season tunnels, but also the cult in the basement.
Yes.
Because there's, like, literally,
that's
like, 100.
That's what I thought it was, kind of.
Yeah. There's literally just, like, 100 dudes in robes standing, like, literally, like, still as wax figures behind this wall.
Yeah.
And, like, how do you not know that there's, like, 100 dudes living in your house? Like, and they're just trapped behind this wall for some. They're like,
well, they're ghosts, right?
Yeah, but it's just like a cement wall. It's not like
I don't know why they're there.
I don't either. How did they get there?
I don't know why they chose like that spot.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
What? And they're all like creepy as hell, though. I will give them props, but like that was kind of scary. I was like, what?
I think I just was too confused to be.
Okay, yeah. It's like a hidden tunnel behind the wall happens to harbor the evil Fears. So this guy, this ghost that we've been talking about that looks like Nosferatu, his name is Fears. P-H-E-A-R-S. Very creative name. Good job, writers.
His name was like Fears.
No,
like,
good job, writers.
Like, I have 4 fears.
I have 4 fears. I have 6 fears, actually. This is 4. I'm 6. So, anyway. And like Fears really wants to like free himself from behind this fucking cinder block wall because that must be like very, very hard, even though he could just like be a ghost and be like, woo, if he can stick his hand.
And he wants to like let all the other ghosts free.
If he can stick his hand through the wall and like float through the crow, why cannot, I just don't get it.
I think he wanted to be more, I think he wanted to like come back to life in a way.
Okay.
Because like he's still,
yeah.
And I think that was the point. Like he can be a ghost in the world, but he wanted to be like a
physical,
solid, yeah.
And he can only do that on Halloween is kind of what we're learning.
Yeah.
They have a dog in this movie. I just wanted to bring up the dog, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Buster is so cute. He's a little Frenchie. He's like the smallest Frenchie I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. He's not a Frenchie. He's a Boston.
Boston Terrier.
It's a Boston Terrier.
That's true.
I loved him.
I forgot about that.
And then, of course, I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Boston. He's like, at one point, Max just like tries to offer the dog to the ghost, and I was like, "Fuck you, dude." Like you literally.
Oh yeah, I thought that was really like animal cruelty.
That was literally animal cruelty. Like, can you imagine? Anyway, but. Okay, so I was watching this with my roommate Lucy, and she said the funniest thing. We were like, Max is such a Goosebumps name. Like, isn't
Max?
it? Max is just like, of course that's like the guy from Goosebumps.
I was just like, I found it funny because like there's a Max in Wizards of Waverly Place, and
that's true.
It had the dad from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, that's also true.
How's the dad from Wizards of Waverly Place doing?
Isn't he?
I know he has that podcast.
Didn't he get his nudes leaked?
I was gonna say, did he really ever come back from that? Because I remember when that happened, and I saw them.
I saw that too. I was like, oh, I'm on Twitter. I was like, what the heck?
Like, did we just forget about that?
I did not. I did not. As soon as I saw him, I was like, yeah.
I've seen too much of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you've ruined my childhood.
No, a little bit.
Yeah. But it's fine. I would love to collab with the Wizards of Waverly pod or whatever. So.
Wizards of Waverly pod, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know where to go from here.
So then these two other ghosts appear, and they're Nikki and Tara.
Okay, so I cannot tell you how these two kids died.
No, I know. They like don't talk about the fact that these kids are dead the entire movie.
Dead children.
And I'm like, that's so depressing.
So sad. And they just gloss over the fact.
They don't talk about it.
The whole time they're like, duh, I'm dead. I can't help you. Like,
no, but like, it's really like, I remember like when they first like appear, I was like they're looking for their parents, and they're like, that's kind of their whole thing is they're like, where's like mommy and daddy?
My mom?
And yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, they're literally just dead.
I felt really bad for them.
Okay, wait. Oh, I'd missed this part completely. So apparently, so they find out, the two like ghosts find out that Max can see them. And they're like, if you can see us, say like, wee, wee, wee. And he says, wee, wee, wee. And it's so
That's so
dumb.
stupid.
It's so dumb. It's like, not funny.
That whole scene, they're in the living room, and like the dad is watching football with the other son. And the dad's like, Mr. Sports. He's like, Max, I actually don't care about you or don't love you because you don't like sports.
Right.
And Max is like, I can't do sports because then I'll get injured and I have to do magic. And I kind of relate. But
yeah,
like they have like the comical like food, like not food fight, but like food flying and stuff. And it's just like, okay.
Like, God damn it, nobody cares. And then, so like they apparently, the two little ghost children need help learning who they are and how they came to be ghosts and what has happened to their parents. I need answers to those questions too.
I don't know if we get any of those questions answered by the end of the movie.
So, and like apparently they can't interact with like other people, but they can interact with objects in the physical world. So that's cool.
Yeah, so they can like play quirky little pranks.
Yeah, which they do often, and it's really stupid.
Wait, but they find out that they lived in this house. They lived in Max's house.
I like don't remember
like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
maybe
6 months ago. So these are fresh dead kids. These kids are still warm.
Fresh meat, man. Because they say, they're like, oh, like, we just moved here. Like, we just moved here, like, 6 months ago or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't
They're like, we got a great deal on the house because the whole family died.
Wait, it's like giving, like, American Horror Story Murder House.
Yeah, no, I thought about that, too.
It is giving Murder House. It's Murder House dupe.
Why didn't we watch that?
Murder House would have been a lot better, but also, like, I did not watch Murder House when I was a kid. I watched it very recently, so I don't think that would have worked.
I think I still watched it too young.
That's fair. Shortly thereafter, sorry, I'm just reading.
Shortly thereafter.
So then there's that bully at school.
I hate this
stupid bully.
Okay, It's
really
not even
terrible
that
actor.
the bully is stupid. It's that he's like so fucking mean.
And he literally, his like, the way he acts, he's like, I'm gonna punch you.
No, but he's like really mean. And it's like, why is everyone, I mean, I don't like this kid that much either. But like, why is everyone
bully this
so
kid.
mean to him?
I would bully this kid. I'd be like, man, fuck that kid. Anyway, like.
You would beat up this kid?
Yeah. Okay, so now we finally have some answers. Tara and Nikki learn it was Fears who killed their parents and now holds the ghosts of their parents captive. And during rehearsal of Max's magic show, Tara is captured by Fears. Okay, like, literally cool.
I feel like that's so later in the movie.
Yeah, I don't
But
even
also,
know.
like, I was gonna say a lot happens in this movie, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true.
I literally don't
I want to
know.
bring up the hot girl of this movie.
Oh. The scene where we meet that girl, and it's like them walking down the hallway in slow motion.
Yeah.
It's at like a Dutch angle. It's literally crazy. It's literally, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, why is this, who saw this
Kid
and was
is
like,
11.
who
This
saw,
kid's 11.
yeah, like who saw this movie and was like, yeah, that's good. Put that on TV. Air that to everybody. I can't. I just cannot.
And then like the whole thing of like she becomes like Max's assistant.
Yeah.
Which like why?
Yeah. She's like, I'll be your assistant as long as I have like the same amount of roles as you. It was like, they were like trying for feminism.
They were trying for feminism and they were just not hitting it.
Not hit the feminism
No, they also
mark.
had like a hot teacher. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
I was like they did not
didn't-
pass that.
No, the Bechdel test.
Bechdel test.
No, they did not.
No.
Bechdel test failed. The lighting in this movie was so terrible. Like so many times
It
I
was
thought
so
it was
dark.
dark. And
Yeah.
it was just daytime.
No,
or like
it was
morning.
so dark.
I was like, what the F? It was so weird. We can just keep moving on through this plot summary because like I can make commentary on this movie without knowing anything about the plot.
Yeah.
So, like, Max tells Nikki about how Tara was captured, suggests that Nikki throws him into the basement tunnel to find her. So that's the tunnel that, like, Fears lives in. The same way that most people can't see ghosts, ghosts can't see Max. I don't understand that, though, because Tara and Nikki and Fears can see Max. So that literally doesn't make any sense compared to, like, the rest of the movie.
I didn't even notice that.
Like,
That's so funny.
What? Like that, like I didn't even pick up on that.
I thought maybe they just can't see.
I thought that they were just
mind.
wax figures, or like they were like frozen in time or something. But they literally just couldn't see him, I guess, because they're all just standing there while he runs around and is like in their faces. But like, I don't know. So apparently he retrieves a box from Tara that contains a ring to defeat the evil ghosts, but Fears prevents her from escaping with him. And then Tracy, Ali Lohan, I don't even know who that is.
Is that hot girl?
Yeah, that's Hot Girl.
Got it.
A girl Max has been crushing on becomes his assistant for the magic show.
Who's like a junior in high school
Yeah.
and he's 11.
He's 11. They perform with the help of Nikki, moving objects around, making it appear as if Max is moving them with his magic. On Halloween, Fears finally breaks the tunnel and crashes the show. So that's just like a general overview of what happened in this section of the movie. When they're going down to the basement to like get
Yeah.
Nikki, or what's his face, Max into the tunnel, there's a part where like he sees that Max is talking to Nikki but can't see Nikki, obviously, and he's like, wow, this must be a dream. And then he hits himself in the face with a plate of peanuts.
Yeah.
And then he falls
I
over.
remember that.
I was like, who wrote this? Like, why is it like
Yeah.
that? I don't understand. Like,
They're doing a lot to try to like push the physical humor of this movie.
Right.
And unfortunately, none of it is landing.
not like literally not even a little bit of it. It's
Yeah.
so bad. Like this movie is like what adults think that kids think is funny.
Yeah.
And it's so like, it's just like gross and bad. And like, I will never, ever, ever think that kids' movies are like funny with kids' humor written by adults. It's like, I think that kids' movies work the best when the humor is aimed towards older people and they have like a heartwarming message and they are like sweet and they do goofy things instead of like they're trying to be funny. I think of Frozen a lot when I think of this. Like Frozen.
Oh, I love Frozen.
Frozen is like, it has like jokes meant for adults and it has like a really good message but they're also just like goofy characters and they say funny things.
I think it's also, like, a balance of jokes, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, the whole, like, idea of the family movie is, like, having it hit every age category. I think it's fine to have, like, younger kid jokes.
Yeah.
I just think that shouldn't be your whole movie.
Exactly. And it's just, like, it just doesn't work in this scenario at all. I don't know.
Yeah, I do really love the mouse and the cheese line.
Cheese line.
I do like
funny.
cheese. You know, like that's
I do like cheese. Like, oh my god, like you're right. I guess I do like cheese.
Yeah.
I am a brie girl. I cannot.
No,
lie.
I
cannot lie. I love brie.
I had a brie from Costco.
Oh my god.
And it was like this big.
The other day I bought brie for my friends, and then we watched Hocus Pocus, and it was great.
Oh my god.
It was so great.
That's so me.
Yeah.
That's so
exactly.
me coded.
It's so me. It's so you coded.
How does he find the rest of the spell?
I guess it comes from the ring, I think, because I remember like he like something like
we didn't
lights
mention
up.
the ring.
I did mention the ring.
Oh.
I read it.
You did?
I did.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's like I don't understand this plot at all. But apparently the ring comes from a box with, I don't know, that Tara had. I don't quite understand.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember
quite
this.
Understand.
From the light of earth the dark descends. Should they return, that all depends.
When hands point up to moonlit skies, on 10/31 the darkness dies.
What?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. And then it just sends, it like makes this giant tornado and sends everyone back into the
But like,
tornado.
that doesn't make sense because the darkness can only come out, or the ghosts can only come out on 10/31. So they also die.
Yeah, whoever wrote this movie was a goddamn idiot. I don't know. It's this guy that worked with O.J. Simpson, I'm telling you. He does not know what's going on. He does not know what's going on.
He didn't work with him. He wrote the movie.
He wrote the movie, but
he didn't know they were going to cast O.J. Simpson.
I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he was like...
Maybe he wrote it for O.J.
Maybe he wrote the movie for O.J. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. This is the only part of the movie I remember, like when all the ghosts are flying around outside of the house.
Do you remember that there's a cheetah girl in this movie?
There is.
There's two other important
Apparently
cameos.
Noah Cyrus is in this movie.
Okay, that was the other one I was going to get to.
She's the trick-or-treater that's like, Mom, there's real ghosts.
I went, holy fuck, that's Noah Cyrus. Yeah. But there's also a cheetah girl in this movie. She's my favorite cheetah girl, in case you were wondering.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't remember what her name is.
Oh, so
she's the blonde one.
Mm-hmm.
She's the blonde one.
Okay, cool.
That's what I remember.
Nice. Thank you, Pia.
Thank you. Her name
she's
is like
the blonde one.
Her name is like stupid in the movie though.
Yeah. I literally don't remember this movie at all.
Cheetah Girls?
Both. The movie I watched last night.
Yeah. And Cheetah Girls. The one you haven't seen in
many years. Many years.
Okay, same. Equal footing.
Yes. Oh, and just like the effects, I can't even like begin. So when the Nosferatu fears guy, he like opens his cloak sometimes, and then there's like these two little like spinny things on the inside of his cloak, and then these two little guys keep running in and out of the little spinny things, and it's just the weirdest effect ever. It's like, what is happening? He like is summoning his minions, and they run out of his cloak. It's like the just like the visual effects in this movie make me want to like gouge my eyes out.
I feel like if I were to change this movie, I would change the actor for Max.
Yes.
Right away.
Immediately.
I would also change the actor
replace him with Luke Benward. I would just replace him with Luke Benward. Yeah. And then get someone else.
Someone else needs to be able to do
you know what?
Character.
I would get that guy.
Luke Benward would be great at this because it's very similar to Minutemen because he's like a loser.
I would just give Luke Benward the main role. And then Skylar Gisondo. You know, I'm gonna send you.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I know who you're talking about. I'm just like, what?
I feel like he could play the ghost.
He could play the ghost.
Well, not the evil ghost.
The evil ghost?
No, the guy that Luke Benward is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Keith Madison Batiste, and then we have to also.
But he's not like a child actor.
Yes, he is.
He was a child actor.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So we have to recast the villain.
Right. So
who are we gonna cast?
Okay.
I would cast like the same guy who did Calabar.
I was gonna say that, but then it's too similar to Halloween.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the characters look exactly alike. The first person that came to mind was Uncle Kelbo from Wizards of Waverly Place for some reason.
Who's Uncle Kelbo?
The guy who, like, you know, when he's like, I'm actually Shakira.
Oh my God, that's who I thought you were talking about, but I was like, no way.
I don't know why that's the first. Because like, if you want somebody that's very silly.
Oh yeah, he could work.
But like, I don't think that that's what they're going for. I'm trying to think.
I think.
The guy from Twitches is also great. The evil guy from Twitches.
Oh, the evil guy from Twitches is evil. Great. You could do the dad from Princess Protection Program. Mm-hmm. He could do it.
I think that would work. Or I mean, even the bad guy from Avalon High. Or whoa.
Oh yeah, he's great because he's in Wizards too.
Yeah, he's the bad guy for real.
He would have killed that. He brings, like, the drama.
Yeah, he does. And then I think this movie works better if the actors are better. Put Luke Benward in that main role and we're set.
I think, like, they filled up their, like, secondary cast with so many, like, hits. But it was really, like, that. It's really the main ones that you care about.
Yeah, and I think they tried to, like, get an unknown for the lead actor and see if they could, like, launch a career, but they could not because he sucked.
They really didn't.
He sucked so much. Sorry, kid, but, like...
But I also don't think that, like, I don't think Luke Benward or not Bailey Madison, other child star, or Madison Pettis were, like, super... They weren't doing a lot.
They weren't huge, but, like, you had seen them around for sure. Like, Luke Benward, like you said, had been in Minutemen, and then...
But that was the same year, so he did that the same year.
But then, like, I doubt that I watched this the year it came out. I don't really remember, but, like, I probably, watched it, like, a few years later. And so I, like, knew their faces from other stuff. Or it definitely, like, began their careers. And then he did...
Who, Luke Benward?
Yeah, he did...
Good Luck, Charlie.
Cloud9.
And Cloud9. Cloud9 with our fave?
With our fave, Paul Hohen. We gotta watch Cloud9 on the pod.
I fucking love Cloud9.
I haven't seen that in a very long time.
I love Cloud9 so much. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it.
Cloud9 is, like, a lot of people's favorite DCOM.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who love that movie. And I have not seen it in a very long time, so I would like to, like, do a rewatch of that.
It's got a Pia in it. It's very exciting.
That's true. Yeah, so, if you couldn't tell, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
This is tragic.
It's so bad.
I really, like, get so sad when we rewatch movies and they suck. Because I'm like, oh, man, like...
I feel like... But here's the good thing. Like, I definitely was like, oh my god, what are we going to talk about? But, like, I feel like because it was so bad, we had so much to say.
That's very true. Like, a lot of the time, this is just like My Babysitter's a Vampire
No,
episode
exactly.
Too. Like, it's always like, like, and we get to at least be like, damn, this sucked.
Yeah.
You know? Like, at least we get to be like that. So that's okay. That's very much okay.
What was the lasting impact?
There was nothing. Like, the Wikipedia for this this movie had literally nothing. If anything, I think it launched Luke Benward's career, kind of. And there was also a sequel movie with Bella Thorne and others, but, like, I really don't think this movie had a lot going on. What else is Sterling Beaumont in?
He was in the 2011 Clue.
Okay, flop.
Oh, he was in Lost.
Okay, well... He sucks, so.
There are 3 mostly ghostlies.
Oh.
There's this one.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one with Bella Thorne and that guy from Pair of Kings.
Yeah.
And then there's another one with the guy from Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
And someone else.
Lucas, whatever?
No,
not him.
the other one. Who let the ghosts out?
I didn't even know that was the title of this movie.
I had to look it up because I was, like, trying to find it.
Eric Allen Kramer. Okay, I'm not crazy.
I know, that's what I thought.
He is in one of them.
That's why I thought you were like, Bob Duncan is in this movie, and I was like, oh shit, like, you watched the other one.
No. Because he is in one of them.
Wait, I know this is the end of our episode, and we usually do this at the beginning, but I have a nostalgic news I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Oh my god, so Bradley Stephen Perry launched a YouTube channel.
No way, really?
Yeah, where he cooks.
I love watching people cook.
He cooks, and he cooks a lot of the time with TV Dad.
Really? Wait,
Bob Duncan.
So cute.
And, like, they just cook together, and it's so cute. And they talk about they want to start a food truck together.
Oh my god, we're going. We're gonna vlog it. We're literally going. But when they do it, we're going.
Okay.
That's so cute.
It's really cute.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, wait, that's amazing. I love that. Any other... We need to start doing nostalgic news again, because this is, like...
Britney Spears' book just came out.
Right.
Very excited about it.
That's very true. And then I think she, like, apologized. I remember seeing a tweet from the girl from Zoe 101.
Which one?
Nicole.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, and she was like, Britney Spears apologized to me in her book.
That's awesome.
Because she was, like, being scary.
No, I remember that, yeah. That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I saw this tweet about the book that was like, Justin Timberlake was writing Cry Me a River while Britney Spears was crying over the abortion he made her have.
She is amazing. I literally love Britney Spears.
Five Nights at Freddy's is coming
out. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I'm so sad because Josh Hutcherson is in that movie. I cannot wait.
You're sad that he's in
it? Sat. I'm sad. I'm watching it.
Okay, got it.
What's up next on our docket?
We're watching House of Anubis Season 2, episodes 16 through 20, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yes, so we have 16 through 20. And
Nancy Drew!
Nancy Drew! With Emma
oh my god,
Roberts.
If Nancy Drew flops,
I'm gonna be so upset.
canceling this
No,
podcast.
I used to love I'm canceling the podcast. I
No.
love this so much. Our Christmas lineup is
Our
great.
Christmas lineup is superior.
Our Christmas lineup is great. Our Thanksgiving lineup is going to be fun.
Our Thanksgiving lineup's great. Our spring lineup is great.
We're going to have so much fun.
Oh my god, I love this.
I love this too.
I'm so excited.
Me too. We have such a great series of like things coming up. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Childhood Trash. You can follow us at Childhood Trash Pod on Instagram and TikTok. You can follow Pia at Pia LaFlaca.
You can follow Maggie at Maggie and Keating.
We'll see you next Thursday. Bye.